Turn all lights on.
My lights on.
Alright, getting straight to work today. I'm kinda happy that the holiday season is over because I fell off so hard. Right before Christmas, I got sick, like proper sick. And this happens to me every single year around the holiday season because, throughout the year I'm working hard and I never really take any time off except during the holiday season. And that's when my stress levels start dropping like crazy and I guess my body goes into shock or something and it doesn't know what to do. So then I just get sick. So yeah, that kinda ruined my New Year's and Christmas period. But finally the boy is feeling good again. So this video is also gonna be me kind of getting back on track and stuff, as well as going over my routine for the year. In terms of work, some people were asking me, how did my job change after my promotion? And the thing is, your job doesn't really change after you get promoted. Your job changes before you get promoted. So you kind of have to prove that you can operate on the next level before you actually get the promotion. So there wasn't any sudden change that happened once I got promoted. Of course, now I'm starting to look at performing at the senior level so that I can get that promotion soon, hopefully. But there wasn't any immediate change, if that makes any sense. Alright y'all, it is New Year's Eve today. I've just been working here, about to go to the gym actually, but I got this notification on my phone from 5 years ago today when I wrote my first ever line of code. Back then I was 20 years old living in my mom's basement. My room didn't even have any windows and I was about to start my job working construction on that construction site over there. So back then this area of the map wasn't fully unlocked. They were still building it and I was there shoveling snow on the construction site, bro, in like minus 20 degrees Celsius. And one of my friends had just gotten accepted into university. He started studying computer science and he told me that, hey man, you should try out this coding stuff because we have similar interests. I think you're gonna enjoy it. And of course, at first I thought to myself that I'm too dumb for it and this, that and the other. Then I realized that the stuff I enjoy is kind of similar to coding. I enjoyed building stuff. I enjoyed computers. I enjoyed building computers. So I decided to give it a shot. And ever since my first ever line of code, I knew there was something there. That's why I took that picture on New Year's Eve 5 years ago today. And now 5 years later, everything changed. Even back when I was working construction down there, I was dreaming about living in these apartments that I'm living in right now. And somehow, some way, now I'm here. All that to say, no matter what you do with your life, time is gonna pass. These 5 years has gone by like this. By the way, I don't have any script. I'm just looking at my phone for whatever reason. And over the past few years, I've definitely sacrificed a lot of things, but it was all worth it. It's funny because, I never really stopped to think about the whole journey and everything that's happened over the past few years. But every year, I get that same notification on my phone that, hey man, X years ago, you wrote your first line of code. And every time I see it, I just stop and think to myself that life is insane, bro. But yeah, this year was truly the first year that I actually achieved all of my goals that I had set for the year. None of it would have been possible without you watching my videos, so thank you for rocking with me. I hope the videos this year are gonna motivate you to keep pushing forward and keep pushing further in life. And just know that if you stay consistent, if you stick to a routine, if you keep working on your goals every single day, even just the tiniest bit every single day, good things will come for you. And speaking of coding journeys, a lot of you always ask me to make coding tutorials, etc. But making those is a huge time commitment, which I just can't make at the moment. In the past, I've only ever worked with one coding course type of brand, which is Scrimba, and they're the only one for a good reason. And trust me, I've gotten some juicy offers. The thing that separates Scrimba from other coding course sites is that they don't just slap a video in front of you and ask questions later, but instead you have this clean coding environment open while the lesson, or what they they call Scrim is plain, and you can see as well as modify the code while the instructor is explaining what's happening. So it kind of gives you that feeling when somebody's teaching you in real life, which I like. Also, another thing I absolutely love is that around 30% of the courses are free, so you can check out the learning environment before making any commitment and see for yourself if you like that style of learning. Now recently they rolled out their full stack developer path that takes you from zero to someone who can actually build apps on their own and not just wipe code without understanding what's happening. And listen, even in the AI era, if you don't understand how an application works from beginning to the end, then you'll heavily limit what kind of apps and products you can build simply because you don't know what you don't know. So having a solid understanding and a base is key if you want to take things to the next level. But yeah, they're always building and adding new courses to the site. I mean, just look at this roadmap for the upcoming year. It's looking nice. And if you use my link to sign up, you get a 20% discount that actually stacks on top of the 50% discount if you choose the annual plan. So you're getting a sweet deal. And a big thank you to Scrimba for supporting the channel and sponsoring the video. Testing out a new gym because I got banned from recording at my old one. I'm not sure why they banned me. I see people recording there all the time, and a lot of y'all have even commented on my videos asking why there's nobody else at the gym when I'm recording, and that's just because I make sure that nobody else is in the shot when I'm recording. Like, I want to be respectful of other people working out, but still they told me I couldn't record there anymore, which is unfortunate. But hey, this new gym looks kinda dope, so let me know what you think of it.
Paul Gaultier or whatever it is.
Hi y'all, we're on the way to play some padel. Casper picked me up in this clean Mercedes.
Not my own though.
Not your own?
No.
Whose car is it?
My dad's. I'm a golden spoon kind of guy.
But it's making me want to get my driver's license finally this year. You have some ideas for clean whips? Let me know in the comments. One must-have is that the car needs to have LED lighting inside. That's a non-negotiable for me. Oh, and what's your thoughts on electric versus non-electric? My friends are saying do not get a hybrid car. Yeah, anyways, we should make Padel like a bi-weekly occurrence. The only problem is that everybody's always so busy that we kind of have to make it a Google Calendar invite that's bi-weekly occurrence every Friday or something, so that people block out that time for Padel.
That's why it's gotta be in the calendar every week or every other week.
At least for you, bro. Nothing ever makes it out the group chat. It's terrible. Okay, how do you like this setup? You think it's better than the old one? You know, logically, this setup makes way more sense. Because when I have my desk in this corner area, the apartment is kind of split into, you know, different zones. I have my bedroom, I have my working room. This is my little coding glass box. And then I, of course, have my living room area, which just feels so much bigger now that the setup isn't here anymore. And you know, I know that this is the right way to have my apartment laid out. But the view is what always gets me to move the setup back into the living room. It just hits way different when you're editing or coding, and all you gotta do is move your eyes just the tiniest bit to the left and you're looking at the view, versus here I have to kind of turn my whole head in order to see the views. First world problems, yes, I know. Oh, and this is also dope. Now that I changed my setup from the big ass desk that I had before to this kind of a little bit smaller one, I can finally close these glass doors here. So the setup is fully isolated into that corner over there. This setup is literally my dream setup. Every day when I sit here, I just feel so blessed to be able to work here. Call this my workstation. How's that possible? Like, how did this happen? Also, I'm working on the new salary and expenses video right now, but I went ahead and checked the last one we did. My face has changed so much. Like, I've lost so much weight. It kind of freaked me out. That kind of brings me to the point when people say that I'm LARPing. They call me a LARP on YouTube. So they're saying I'm cosplaying my life. But the routine and everything, that's literally real life. You can scroll back on the YouTube channel. You can see me lose weight in real time. And, you know, obviously all the other stuff as well. I don't want to, you know, sound arrogant or nothing. But these things don't happen on accident. But yeah, I don't take those comments too seriously. It's just funny. I love the word LARP. I was supposed to end the vlog already, but I just got this message from a furniture store near me that my new bed has come in, so let's go pick it up. So this is the bed that I got. It's supposed to look like this. I think it fits the aesthetic of the apartment pretty well. It's this beige kind of color, and it has this bed frame as well. My current bed doesn't have a frame. I'm glad I live where I live, because imagine I had to take all this stuff outside. I would have been cooked. There we go. I'm not gonna build it right now. It's gonna be a lot of work. Right now I gotta go eat and hit the gym and then get back to work. So I'll catch y'all in a bit.